Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my little thing where I do little itty bitty Linux tutorials based on what people ask me. I have two clients that both use Zorin OS. I recommend people Zorin and Mint mostly from coming from Windows. And Zorin is GNOME based, so it's reconfigurable, but that's besides the point. Anyways, let's get to the nitty gritty. Uh, One of my clients asked me whether or not updates, yes or no, on Linux. And coming from Windows, that's a fair question. And coming from macOS, and also coming from Linux from the past, that's a fair question. But it works pretty well. Like most distros, your major distros, it's nothing like Windows Update. And unless your machine is very old, where you're gonna have to put it to the side and let it do updates on its own time, because it's gonna slow it down. You don't even have to wait to do anything. You can just keep doing whatever you're doing, reboot when you want, update when you want. It doesn't force you, and they're very stable for most part. I do use a system called Manjaro because of some weird hardware stuff I have, where it's like one of the only distros that runs on it because I have weird hardware that has issues, but it's very rare. So Zorin is Ubuntu based. And Ubuntu is a distro based on Debian. Debian is like one of the big, huge, major distros, bases for all sorts of different use cases. A lot of servers and stuff, probably. Um, and Ubuntu has its issues, so there's been spun off like Mint and Zorin and a whole bunch of others. There are Ubuntu-based distros because Ubuntu is almost its own thing. And this is important because the way you install packages on systems depends on what kind of, if you're a power user, depends on kind of what utilities you have. But right now, which means that the updaters are different depending on the different operating systems, because they're all Linux, but the updaters are going to be different. And on here, but usually what you can do is you can just do a search for software and updates or software updater. If you don't want to do updates, you want to turn them off for whatever reason, like it's a security risk, but it's your machine, you can do what you want. And I know some of my real old equipment, sometimes I was worried about it, or I didn't want to deal with it automatically telling me what to do. But you can turn off the type of updates, you can turn the frequency way down, you can have them download and install automatically, display weekly, and that's just under software and updates under updates tab, and all of that's right here in Zorin. And the whole preamble there was because this window, this app, this is Ubuntu's kind of underlying update system. It's called apt. Um, well, these are components of it. But yeah, it's real simple. Just right there, all the settings right there. Same thing for drivers. If your computer has custom drivers, you just go to the tab that says additional drivers. This is good for like hardware you might plug in too, but usually like peripherals, but usually those just kind of work. Um, Anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.